As Israel launched a massive wave of unprecedented attacks across Iran on Friday, targeting nuclear and missile sites, the Israeli military said that the intelligence it had gathered showed Iran was approaching the point of no return, while developing a secret nuclear program. The Israeli military later said that Iran launched 100 drones towards Israel in response, and that its air defenses were intercepting them outside Israeli territory. Earlier, we heard Israeli Army spokesman Brigadier General Efi Defrin for more.
In the last few hours, Iran has launched more than 100 drones towards Israel. Our air defense system is in action against this threat. It's important to follow civil defense instructions. They could save your life. This is a different event from what we have experienced up to now. Difficult times lie ahead, and we have to be resilient.
And joining us on a set, we have our international affairs editor, Philip Turle. Philip, this is an escalation in the tensions between the two countries, but there was clearly a sense it was coming.
There's no surprise, I think, that these attacks have happened. I think the only surprising element is that maybe they happened today, but it's been a pretty much a foregone conclusion over the past few weeks even that Israel was gearing up to launch attacks against Iran. The United States was saying, don't do those attacks. Donald Trump was saying, hold back because we want to go in there and to try to negotiate a way out of the nuclear crisis by bringing Iran to the table. As we were just hearing, those efforts have come to nothing, and now that is off the table. I don't think those discussions on Sunday in Muscat are going to continue as a result of these attacks overnight. But what this does show is that there is a difference in approach between the United States and Israel, two key allies together, between Donald Trump's approach, which is, I want to obtain a deal, a peace agreement with Israel to reduce their nuclear capacity and the enrichment of uranium, and the Israeli approach, which is basically, well, we are closer to Iran. We view Iran as a potential threat to annihilate Israel. We don't think it's the right time to wait because Iran has been weakened through attacks on Hezbollah, on Hamas, on Houthi rebels. It is not in a strong position right now. This is the moment to go in and to hit it while it's in a weak position. That is where Israel stands. The US is more on the diplomatic front. The question also is, well, where will this leave relations between Israel and the United States? From what we were just hearing, Donald Trump knew this was going to happen. We have had a rather cold reaction from Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, over the fact that these attacks took place, saying the United States was not involved in these attacks at all. But it's true that Donald Trump's efforts to negotiate a peace agreement have now really been kicked into the long grass.
And what has the international reaction been so far, of course, considering that this is all happening in the middle of the night in many parts of the world, including Europe and the Middle East? Well,
since we've been on air this morning, since these attacks happened, there have been reactions trickling through as cities wake up and diplomacy swings back into action. First of all, first reaction here in France was from the Israeli ambassador saying the operation against Iran could continue for a few days, but certainly not for months, saying that it was part of a process of decapitation for the Iranian regime. Then the French Foreign Minister Jean-Louis Barrot issued a statement on X saying France reaffirms Israel's right to defend itself against all attacks, but France has expressed numerous times its concerns over Iran's nuclear program, notably in the International Atomic Energy Agency resolution saying Iran had crossed all the red lines. France was not warned about these attacks ahead of time, which Germany was, because Germany is seen by the Israelis as being more of an ally towards Israel than France currently is, because Emmanuel Macron has been making it pretty clear he's going to call for the international recognition of Palestine. There were reactions from Saudi Arabia calling it blatant Israeli aggression, from from Oman, a dangerous, reckless escalation and flagrant violation of the UN Charter of Principles of International Law. There's also been a reaction from Egypt saying that they were monitoring the situation closely. The Chinese saying they were paying close attention to the Israeli attacks and calling on all parties to act in ways conducive to regional peace. And Greece saying it's going to convene its National Security Council to discuss the latest attacks. And a reaction from the United Kingdom, Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer saying that he is calling for a return to democracy. But another statement on X coming from the Times newspaper saying Britain will not protect Israel as Iran retaliates. And one other reaction from Jordan condemning the Israeli attack and saying that it was shooting down a number of missiles and drones that had entered its airspace earlier this morning.